The Carman family tragedy centers on Nathan Carman, his mother Linda Carman, and his grandfather John Chocolose, a wealthy Connecticut real estate developer. Chocolose, worth tens of millions, had built a fortune over decades. Nathan, born in 1994 to Linda and her husband Clark Carman, was diagnosed with autism Asperger's early in life. He reportedly had a close relationship with his grandfather, who provided financial support to him. The grandfather's death 2013. On December 20, 2013, John Chocolose was found shot to death in his home. Investigators later noted suspicious behavior by Nathan. He had purchased a rifle of the same caliber used in the killing about a month prior, destroyed his computer hard drive, and discarded his truck's GPS device. Despite these red flags, Nathan was never charged with his grandfather's murder. He did, however, receive roughly $550,000 from his grandfather's trust accounts. Prosecutors later suggested that Nathan had a financial motive. Other family members disputed this. The disappearance of Linda Carman 2016. On September 17, 2016, Nathan and his mother Linda set out on a fishing trip from a Rhode Island marina aboard Nathan's 31-foot boat, Chicken Pox. Nathan later claimed the boat began to flood due to an unknown mechanical problem. He said he tried to fix it while keeping his mother occupied with fishing, but ultimately could not save the vessel. After the boat sank, Nathan survived on an inflatable life raft for 8 days until rescued by a passing freighter. Linda's body was never recovered, and she was presumed dead. Investigations and accusations. Insurance and fraud allegations. Prosecutors accused Nathan of deliberately modifying the boat before the trip in ways that made it unsafe. He filed an insurance claim for the lost boat, but the insurance company denied it, arguing that Nathan contributed to making the vessel unseaworthy. A judge later ruled in favor of the insurer. Criminal charges. In May 2022, a federal grand jury indicted Nathan on first-degree murder for his mother and multiple fraud charges. Prosecutors alleged that the 2016 trip was part of a years-long plot to obtain money and property from his grandfather's estate and related trusts. Nathan was accused of misrepresenting the situation to law enforcement, his family, and others. If convicted, he faced life in prison for murder and decades for fraud. Defense and denials. Nathan consistently denied killing either his mother or grandfather, insisting the sinking was an accident. He invoked his Fifth Amendment rights during questioning and at one point chose to represent himself. He and his supporters argued that his autism Asperger's meant his behaviors were misunderstood. His father defended him, saying there was no way Nathan could have harmed his mother. Mental health, family tensions, and motivations. Nathan's relationship with his mother was described as complicated but intense. Linda tried to support him while encouraging independence. Some family members argued that inheritance and access to the $42 million plus estate were central motives, while others noted his neurodivergence and mental health challenges. Investigators pointed to suspicious behavior, such as drilling parts of the boat before the trip, which fueled speculation about intentional misconduct. Nathan Carman's death. While awaiting trial, Nathan died on June 15, 2023, in a New Hampshire jail, reportedly by suicide. His death led to the dropping of all criminal charges, leaving many questions unresolved. He left behind an estate reportedly worth more than $29 million, which went to his 4 adult daughters. Aftermath and legacy. After Nathan's death, Linda Carman was officially declared dead. The case remains a subject of public fascination because many questions remain unanswered. Was Nathan guilty? If so, how were the deaths carried out? If not, who else could have been responsible? In 2025, a documentary titled The Carman Family Deaths explored the family dynamics, the investigation, and the controversies, highlighting the role of mental health, inheritance, and family fractures in the tragedy. Key themes and open questions. Motive of inheritance. Nathan potentially stood to gain millions, making financial motive a central issue. Mental health and autism. Nathan's Asperger's diagnosis was a significant factor, complicating interpretations of his behavior. Lack of direct evidence. No body was found for Linda, and Nathan was never charged for his grandfather's death, leaving definitive proof elusive. Death and accountability. Nathan's suicide ended the criminal proceedings, leaving many questions unanswered. Public narrative and media. Media coverage and documentaries have shaped public perception, presenting the story as both a crime mystery and a family tragedy. Conclusion. The Carman family saga is a complex mix of tragedy, suspicion, and unresolved questions. Nathan Carman's indictment, denial, and eventual death left the murders of his mother and grandfather officially unsolved. The case illustrates how family dynamics, mental health, wealth, and unanswered legal questions can create a deeply compelling and haunting narrative that continues to intrigue the public.